Well guys, welcome back to the channel, and this week we're mostly trying to avoid the crowds in busy, crazy Pamplona. And just to prove my point, everyone's gone. Nicola's having a moment of profoundness.
I come from long ago and from the future, all merged into one. How poetic is that?
We also realise just how unfit we've become over these last 5 months. Boy, we need some serious practice before we get to the mountains.
I don't reckon I could do any more than a 200-metre high thing.
Someone's annoying, Nicola. No change there then.
But what isn't impressive,
I was written on it.
and what really gets my goat.
Go on, have a guess, guys, have a guess. Oh yeah, and we're getting a little bit lost.
I'm scared. I'm actually really scared. I just want to get off here now.
All in a typical week with the cooks on the road. Anyway, join us in busy, busy Pamplona. Well guys, yes, welcome to Pamplona, and even the sun has decided to make a little bit of an appearance, and we're standing outside the Pamplona Cathedral.
Which is magnifique.
Hey?
According to a French family that just come out. We're not going in, it's €5 each. We're just not interested enough.
Come on.
I know we're heathens, but...
Come on guys, you know us by now. I mean, to get Nicola to part with their money, there needs to be at least some kind of...
baguette in there.
Been in about 15-20 minutes. We've actually parked about a 45-minute walk.
Long walk.
Away from the city. I think you need a baguette. I think we said in our French vlog we were probably not going to come into Pamplona, so it was a last-minute decision to come in. And there's one thing that happens in Pamplona that we really don't agree with, and that's the running of the bulls. So that also made us a little bit not wanting to come in, but we thought while we're passing we'll give it a couple of hours.
That long?
And just to prove my point, everyone's gone.
For those of you that are actually interested in the cathedral though, the €5 does get you into the cathedral itself, the museum and the medieval rooms. So it's actually not bad value for money, but we've just been in so many cathedrals over the years and I just don't think we've got the right level of appreciation. And certainly not today, I'm really lethargic.
The right level of knowledge as well to make it worth our while, so. So we've brought ourselves out of the main old town up into rather nice gardens, some stunning displays of tulips and some bizarre plant that Nicola described as a rabbit plant. She was trying to tell me what she meant.
Bunny rabbit, you used to put your fingers in the things and go like that with it.
Let me know in the comments, do you have any idea what she's talking about? Bunny rabbit plants that you used to put your fingers in and make them talk?
What are they called? Granny something. Oh, I can't remember. Something from my childhood. A long
It's a messed up childhood that was. But yeah, beautiful views actually out over the more modern bit. I'm assuming this is where a lot of the university sort of campuses and students are maybe. Someone needs to be squeezed, and in typical Spanish style, the bathrooms are open from...
Basically they close for lunch. Come on. Seriously? They close for lunch plus siesta or something. It's like...
I really want to be in the mountains, not in Pamplona.
I know. It's nice views up here though.
It's nice views, yeah. It turns out right in the centre of the garden is a really nice use for like all the different types of birds. Peacocks, geese, chickens. Careful chickens, Nicola's about. I love it whenever cities dedicate some space to both natural green areas and also to wildlife as well. Nicola was wondering, have all the wings been clipped? Is that why they don't leave? And I had to remind her that if I unconscious her right now in a hotel room,
with room service.
With room service, people are going, can she not walk? No, she can leave when she wants to, but she chooses not to.
This is my favourite part of Pamplona.
Yep.
Lovely. Nice views, animals. What more could you want apart from a baguette and a bath?
A baguette and a bit soggy bread. Oof. Well, good morning. And that was actually quite a quiet night. We were a little bit concerned as we sort of tucked in for the night. Obviously we're just along this kind of street here, and there were couple of characters in cars and thought, oh, it's going to be a boy racer site. But actually it settled down really quiet and it was fine. Quite nippy overnight, mind you. Woke up and it's about 3-4 degrees inside the van this morning. But we've both just been for a run. Nicola's just not quite sure what she's doing, but we'll just let her get on with it.
Sorry?
Yeah, who knows what she's doing. But yeah, I've just come back here. So we just parked along this road here. There's about another 5 or 6 vans. I'm assuming because it was Tuesday night last night, there was never going to be a huge amount of vans here. But yeah, it was quite quiet. So we're going to get ourselves changed, have some breakfast, and then mosey on. But yeah, Pamplona, I'm sure if we had have been on a Friday afternoon, Saturday over the weekend, whenever all the bars and cafes and stuff were open, there would have been a little bit more of an atmosphere. But it just wasn't really our bag. But yeah, make your own mind up. The country park was lovely to see the wildlife and stuff, but not really our bag. Especially because it was Tuesday, so there was no tasty treats to be had. We're actually sticking to our Monday to Friday plan reasonably well, actually. We didn't even have a coffee. We come back to the van and had one. Right, get this one stretched out. Stretching probably takes longer than our running. Maybe that's what PBs are as you get older. You can actually get faster at stretching yourself out. Right, coffee time, I think. So guys, we left Pamplona this morning after that run, and our plan was to get a little bit, about another half an hour further south. But we both realised maybe it's the run that took it out of us. We're both pretty tired.
Maybe we're just getting old.
And so we've called into another little village now. All I'm going to say is it's got SOS in the name. I honestly don't know the village's name. I'll put it up below here.
De la Rey or something. Yeah, no idea.
And so we're going to stay here tonight, and we've come out into the little village itself, and it's rather beautiful, as you can see.
You won't know where to begin. You can't keep up, you fall behind.
And again, we have mentioned this before, one of the great joys of travelling in a motorhome, in a camper van, in amongst Europe, is the fact you've got these little sort of park-ups where you can just pull in for the night, and quite often it's a little sort of hidden discovery as well.
Yeah, this one, we were literally just driving past and we saw some vans parked up, and I was like, do you think that's an air? When I looked at it, now it says it's a paid for €5 and they collect it in the morning, but the last few reviews said no payment was ever collected. And the thing is, as well, there is a sports centre there. They've got like a QR code on the door. You can download to fill out a form, and you can actually pay, I think, for like a whole day for about €3 or €4 and use the toilets and showers if you want.
And in the summer months, there's even a swimming pool. So indeed. I'm going to assume that there's maybe no payment in the off season. Yeah. But this then means that tomorrow morning we've got about half an hour push on to where we actually wanted to get to. And this is a nice place to come and explore. Very nice.
And apparently they claim they invented chocolate. And there's a big chocolate shop type factory down the road, but I don't think it's open. But we'll see on the way back if it is. I might have to just see whether, maybe, try it, see whether I can prove them correct, that it's so good. That
they invented beer here too.
Oh, they did.
Onward.
Stop trying to muscle in on my purchases. It's just a shame they didn't also invent baguettes.
You've got a mouse of baguette back in the van.
Oh yeah.
Which, remember, we're keeping half of it for...
I need to update my baguette count. Don't forget, you've got to guess how many by the end of our trip. I've noticed they have these, they're like made of metal, and they're dedicated to different people. This one's to an actor, and you can sit and admire the view. And they've got a couple more there. They've got them all over the little village.
Said view. Not too shabby. And off she goes. Still in the search for another baguette, probably. Oh, what is she up to now? Look at this. Gotta get to the highest point.
You know I can't see stairs and not climb them.
She should come with a government health warning. Or a Nigel health warning. It's like Scrabble Tower. Or Scraggy, as Nicola used to call it. I think we're at the highest point of the village now, so... Actually, no, Nicola's the highest point of the village.
I don't want to come down them.
Oh, here we go. Classic
Right.
You've been framed moment. I think lack of handrail. probably overcompensate and fall off the other side of the wall.
No health and safety here.
It's the way it should be. We're going to get some nice views of the little village now as well, actually.
It takes over, you just can't let go of the worst best.
Sos del Rey Catolico. That's the name of the place. The tower was 12th century.
What are you? What
The rest
century
was
are you?
built earlier. What century am I?
You come with a black and white filter.
I'm in a combination of centuries. Cemeteries, I was going to say, that's not good.
No.
Centuries. I come from long ago and from the future, all merged into one. How poetic is that? Oh, just a pile of crap.
You been on the meet up there?
I assume this would have been used by like horse and car or donkeys or something.
Still is being used by donkeys.
Certainly wouldn't bring a car up here.
Will you say that? But we have been known.
Apparently there's a really nice gift shop here, but I don't know where it is.
I saw it earlier.
Oh, I might be able to find it, mind you.
I saw it earlier.
Did you? Was it open?
Yeah.
You didn't point it out?
I got kind of lost. Send baguettes.
Yeah, you would not want to walk back after a few drinks, dark at night. I mean, you could fall off so many ledges.
As she falls off a ledge in the middle of the afternoon.
I mean, look at how steep this is as well.
Do not reverse up this in your VW van. Guys, I see lights on in the shop. What's a restaurant? Lights are
It's
on?
a restaurant, yeah.
You might be saved. Little spicy sausages and a glass of cider.
Oh. Don't think it was that. I don't know, maybe it was.
Serrato. Happy
No.
days.
Onward.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, we got you out.
You did get me out. It wasn't that expensive actually in there. They had some very nice things. I can actually go into a shop and not buy something.
Should we check
Very
her?
rare.
Should we check her bag, guys? Should we check her bag?
No. And it's very dangerous because I'm getting hungry.
Mucho hambre. Quite a few hotels in the area as well, in the village as well.
Lots of hotels.
Case in point, right behind me here. Apologies for spinning you around.
I think it's time to go back to the van. I'm getting really
Somebody's
hungry.
getting hungry. We just walked past the panaderia.
Although it did look like she was maybe closing.
She saw you coming. She knew you were coming in to eat all our products. You say go back to the van, but have you any
I was going to
Scooby-Doo?
say, where are we?
We seem to have popped out into the... No, we need to go back this way.
Into like a modern-y bit.
Yep. Too busy thinking about our bellies. So just back here, there's actually a 2024 Michelin star restaurant. And actually the menu, what didn't look too bad from a price perspective.
Main course, £25. I mean, that's incredible.
And I had 2 dishes on there that I could have completely scoffed up. They had garlic soup served with a poached egg and paprika. And then they had roasted lamb.
What have we got?
Pasta with broccoli.
And a bit of salmon. Come on, we're not that hard done by. We have got some salmon in it.
We'll be nipping out here later to do some photography. Tasty, tasty photography. Right, guys, back to the van. Well, guys, good morning again. We've driven on about half an hour from our little park up from the little village that we can't remember its name. And we've come to Los Banales, which is where we thought we'd get to yesterday. And it's a little Roman settlement. And I believe that they're still excavating parts of it. It's still an active, ongoing archaeological site. So they're not 100% convinced of its historic name, but it's spread over a reasonable distance. And this is the aqueduct. Come on, give us some factual information.
I know nothing about this. The only thing I assume, now am I right in saying with aqueducts, they carried water rather than they were going over water? Because isn't a viaduct going over something? And an aqueduct would carry the water? Because I'm assuming there wasn't water around here because it looks very, very dry.
I would say it carries water. But yeah, really, really beautiful.
But I don't know, I might have just made that up.
But it's quite funny because we hummed and hawed whether we were going to actually come up to the site. I'll tell you why in a minute. So basically the little village that this Roman settlement is quite close to has got an hour, and it's a really good hour as well. It's got water emptying and free Wi-Fi. Actually not too bad Wi-Fi as well. What it also has is a rather large, I think it's a mountain dog, which a lot of people have said in the comments to the little park up, is it has chased away and attacked their own dogs. Now, as much as I love dogs, I've always had a little bit of fearful respect for big dogs. And we saw it and we thought, maybe we shouldn't walk up there. And then, so Nicola had about an hour and a half's work to do. So we did that, had a cuppa, had a tostada, and then we saw 2 other people walking up and we thought, go with them, safety in numbers. So we kind of lurked behind them and we made it up here. Nicola's had a Merlin app out.
Yep.
What was it?
Corn buntings and nightingales. Very nice too.
I actually had some corn bunting and nightingales this morning as well. Put the little icon up from the Merlin app. But no, this is beautiful.
It's really lovely. So I want to say this was built between the 2nd and 3rd century. I think I might have read that somewhere. But again, never rely on anything we tell you.
Well, this is to do with food. And even then, we quite often make a mistake and eat just rubbish. So.
And I think we saw loads of massive birds in the sky. I think they're griffin vultures as well. But again, can't 100% guarantee that.
The only thing we can guarantee is she's going to have another baguette today. Although, not quite sure where she's going to get it from. No shops anywhere near here. Probably go around the corner and she's fainted. Free shocked me saying that. And off she goes.
Not much to see in here.
No. And then this is the church of Banales here. Which I'm assuming is closed. We'll go into a Nicola and see.
Bet it's locked. Yep.
Cerrado.
I tell you what though, there's some good bird life around here. I've just seen my first ever corn bunting, what we think might have been a linnet, and a yellow thing that Nigel saw this morning, can't remember the name of.
Big bird. Haven't yet seen the snuffleupagus though. Nicola's currently going, what's a snuffleupagus? Because of course, as you know, she never watched Sesame Street. So we'll now have come back down into one of the little main settlements. I think this, according to the notes, was one of the main plazas. I think the thermal baths were around here as well.
Apparently this was where all the men came to waste their day.
No need to shirt, by the way, you have a mic on?
Oh yeah. I thought because you were over there you wouldn't hear me. So this is where the men came to sit around doing nothing much, apart from yammering.
Cold beer, spicy sausage, and an afternoon of yammering. Sounds good, guys, doesn't it?
I wonder if they had baguettes back then.
Baguettes, you and your blinking baguettes.
I haven't got a baguette today, which is more worrying.
Told you. Freaking out about no baguettes.
Oh, and this is where they had the barbecue.
Oh, spicy sausage.
Once upon a time, they would have been people who had statues made of them.
And here ends today's history lesson. They were people. Someone getting hungry?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to have a statue made of me, which is a bit sad.
It'll just be one big stone 8-foot baguette. Boy, we need some serious practice before we get to the mountains.
I don't reckon I could do any more than a 200 metre high thing.
Right, well I think our little explorer of the Los Banales is done. Really worthwhile coming, and as I say, if you come in a van, there is parking up here. People have driven a couple of vans up, but the little area down below, it's about a 1.5k walk.
It's about a 10-minute walk.
Yeah,
it's not far.
But someone has reached
hunger limit.
So no aqueducts and no Roman villages will keep this girl from her bread, which we don't have any of. Catch up in a bit. Well guys, we have driven on to the
Bardenas Reales of Navarra, a biosphere reserve, natural park.
And our plan was to do it tomorrow morning, because not only is it 3:15 in the afternoon, quite hot out there and very busy, but we just thought it would be a nicer light and everything to do it tomorrow. And of course tomorrow, Friday morning, it's the one day that they're having, it's a military reserve as well, and they're having military exercises in the morning, so half of the reserve would be closed. So we're going to go off and do it now. Now it does sound as though you're basically going to be in a convoy. It's a 34k circuit. I think there is one area where you can park at to go and visit the icon of the park as well.
Which is a 2k walk.
2k walk. So anyway, let's see what it's like. Yeah, a bit frustrating that we didn't know it was going to be shut tomorrow morning, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yes.
Let's head on. So we think we're about halfway around, and to be honest, it started out quite cool, and then you're in a lot of sort of flat land, worrying that your van was going to fall apart because of the bumpy roads. But we've now come back over to very impressive sort of dunes, I assume.
They're sandstone, aren't they?
There you go, sandstone dunes.
I think. Again, I'm just making this up.
No idea.
It looks like sandstone.
What's interesting as well is when you go into the visitor centre, they say go right and go in a clockwise direction. And as you can see here, nobody pays attention to that. So you end up having to pull over and let people come past. But it's a very impressive landscape, I must admit.
It is.
And we saw Mr. Military Man not only drop out a parachutist, but also drop out some flowers. And that's not flowers in Irish, actual flowers. Flowers. All I can hear now is flowers in Irish. Flowers. Impressive. And we even have griffin vultures right above us. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
The shadow cast against the cliff edge. That is impressive.
It is very impressive. But what isn't impressive,
Oh, it's written on it.
and what really gets my goat,
Go on, have a guess, guys, have a guess.
I know there's a lot of things, but where there's signs all over the place, passage, enter D, forbidden, don't pass, and there's people all over the place. It's fragile rock, and people just blatantly ignore the signs. It does my head in.
You should be allowed to push them over, I reckon. Just in case you're wondering where you can get all of the iconic selfie shots from, they've even gone and installed a little thing where you can put your phone in there and then stand there and get your selfie. We did that as well. We were those people. I'm surprised actually how quiet it was. I was expecting the amount of vehicles that we saw at the entry and the amount of vehicles that we saw, and the fact that the car park's quite small. But they're parking right beside this. The girl did say that there was a walk you could do to it.
2k walk. We're a bit confused about that.
Yeah, don't expect too much signage on the round route. It's 34k. I'm not sure whether you mentioned it. Drive around, and because of the road condition, it takes about 2 hours or so. But it's very impressive to see. I just wish you drive a lot through sort of nothingness. I wish there was more sort of closer to the cliffs and stuff. But
I see a signpost there. Maybe that says
see
something.
a big damn old bus as well.
Oh my goodness.
Big old tour bus.
You said it was quiet. That's
Yeah.
going to change.
Yeah, pretty cool. Well, good morning, guys. Only about 10 minutes away from the national park, and we noticed that there was an Ur here, so we decided to park up. Now the Ur itself just behind us is completely rammed, so we parked a little bit out of town, but we've come up this morning, parked back in the Ur, which actually is right beside the little troglodyte homes, the little cave homes that this area is rather famous for. And we're now just going to go for a little meander and a bit of an explore. Oh, and in typical Cook fashion, we have no sooner started to look at the little cave houses that we've seen another trail, and armed without any water or snacks, we've decided to do a little bit of this trail. It's a 5k circular trail, but I don't think we're going to do no 5k. We're just going to go and do a little meander. Have you any snacks?
Tic Tacs.
Oh, wonderful. I'll share those with you. Mind the gap, please. Armed with Tic Tacs, we've decided to do the route.
Yeah, and that's not sensible, by the way. Do bring water
Yes.
and food.
I honestly thought we were just going to say, you saw how close the cave houses were to the van. It was going to be a quick poke the head into the cave houses and then wander on. But I could tell by this one the whole fear of missing out. As soon as she spotted it, we were doing it.
Picture time.
Might be time for Tic Tacs too. Oh, Tic Tac too. No, I better save it.
Yeah.
Halfway point, we'll share one. Interesting. So we just came across a sign that had been broken off. We've no idea what way we're going because we can't find the trail on Wikiloc. But we are sticking reasonably close to an Italian family up here. So if it all goes P-tong, we'll just steal the water and eat them. We have no idea where we are, but it's Tic Tac time. Oh yeah, you look after yourself, girl.
I think I'm a bit panicky, thinking we're lost.
Yeah, no idea where we're going. And this as well is a military base. And as we said yesterday, they're doing military operations today. So let's make sure we don't wander in there. So we might have gone wrong. The path seems to disappear off into the abyss. But at least there still is a path, so we're going to take it. We think we should have been on that side of the valley, but hey, let's
I'm
go.
a little bit anxious, I must say. I'm a little bit worried about this.
We got this, girl, we got this. Yeah, the path goes all the way down. All good.
Goodness me, if this is a mountain bike one, you'd have to be pretty sure of your skills.
Let's mosey on. We're all good. Nicola's favourite, scree.
I was going to say, I'm already sliding about.
Didn't bring water, didn't bring snacks apart from Tic Tacs, didn't bring poles, didn't bring a map, didn't bring a plan.
Didn't bring a brain.
Exactly. And we never bring one of those.
Oh,
Maybe you did catch it, I'm not sure whether you caught it. Woman down.
a little bit of a fool. Oh, that wasn't good for my bad shoulder.
You know what I think this is?
What's that?
I don't think this is a track. I think this is where water has run down.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Right, last little crazy bit of down. We think we've picked up a mountain bike trail now, but we kind of need to pick up the trail that takes us back to the van and back to water. And the worst thing about coming on this wrong path is, I was about to say we've lost the Italian family. We haven't. They're coming behind us. We shall eat tonight.
They should not have followed us.
I know.
They so shouldn't.
Yeah, bad idea.
Yeah.
But at least we have carcasses to snack on.
Yeah, hours.
True.
I thought you were meant to be the map reader.
The cheek of it.
I tell you what though, I would not want to do this on a mountain bike. Oh, don't fall into me, don't fall into me. Oh. Okay.
Oh, lordy. Good job.
I assume we're going to follow the...
Probably do another circuit.
How do we get down?
We need to find the path we were
I
on.
know.
I think we carry on this way.
Around here?
Yeah. Who knows? Okay, now you need to channel the engine of a BMX biker.
I'm not sure I can get up here.
To see whether there was another route, and there's not. This looks to be our only way out. Enjoy. This is dry. Goodness me.
Are we going straight on?
Yes. I like how you're asking me as if I've got the confidence of where we're going.
I know.
Haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Right, we've made the uneducated decision that we're going to just bum it down the shortest way because we seem to be just going nowhere here. Wish us luck.
You right?
Bloody hell. Still with me?
I'm scared. I'm actually really scared. I just want to get off here now.
Yeah, it's a bit ropey, I must admit. Just watch the gap there. I'm not even sure we're on mountain bike tracks anymore. Right, I think we're almost at the
Careful,
path.
careful.
Yeah, watch out for the little hidden twigs. It'll rip you a new one. Ow! Oh, quickly up the bum.
So much for a fun 5k walk.
I know. I think we're just navigating the last little bit. Prickled.
Lesson of the day, don't follow other people.
No. Yeah, that's the truth, actually. The Italian guy said, I have a route, this is the way. And the sign looked like it was pointing the other way, but we followed him. Then they ended up following us.
Against my advice, I may say. I wanted to go the other way.
I was waiting on that.
Don't make me laugh because I can't move as it is.
Even in the midst of trauma, someone has to be proved right.
Oh, flipping heck, big dips.
We're making it, we're making it, we're making it. Job done.
Job done. I'm covered in gook. I've got, what they're called? Splinters.
Yeah.
Bleeding, soaking wet, but we did it.
Right. Now we hope we're on the right path. Let's get back to the van. We've already been, it's actually only been 2 miles.
Has it?
So, anyway.
We've got to see the houses yet.
Do they serve tea and biscuits?
Well, thank you for getting us onto a proper path anyway.
Yeah, but we still don't know where that proper path's going.
I'm not sure I could have done it. Are we definitely on the right path?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, we're meant to be down there.
Now, of course, we could really ham this up for YouTube. We barely made it out alive! Nicola pulling a real kind of...
Actually, you barely made it out alive for taking us the wrong way.
Right, guys, we will see you down at the caves, which are about 300 metres from the van, which is where we intended to go to begin with.
Where we should have just stayed.
We've
To be honest, we've only been an hour and a quarter.
hour and a quarter later, we're making our way back. Yeah, don't do what we do.
No.
Just sit at home and laugh at us. Well guys, sadly as we went towards the little cave houses, I ran out of memory on my main camera, so ended up having to record a little bit of footage with the iPhone, and I'll play a little bit of that now. And then Nicola discovered probably her favourite filter ever on Park for Night, and that's the little button that says show me the park ups that have the potential to have a shower, and it turns out there was one about 5 minutes away, and that's exactly where we have come and where we're going to spend the rest of today. It's only about 5 minutes from where we were, so but good hike even though we got lost.
Yeah.
The cave houses were
Yeah, they were good.
really good, actually.
Yeah,
really
worth
enjoyed
a
this.
look.
But now I've already done about 12 miles today. I'm going to lie down and sleep, I think.
I was going to run, but it's got a bit too hot, so I don't think it's safe to do it. That's my excuse anyway.
And we're smelling all fresh and
Yeah,
dandy.
I feel so good for a shower, really do.
Right guys, well once again, thanks a lot for following along, and until next time, once again, somewhere in Spain, probably not that far away. Take care. Bye bye.